Hi everyone, I'm Katherine and I'm a TA at the Young Scientists Program through USC. I used to teach 4th grade at Mack and Norwood Elementary Schools. I hope you're super excited for the lesson today. Today we are going to be learning about inclined planes. To start, we're going to talk about simple machines. Simple machines are helpful so that humans can do tasks that might be extremely difficult or heavy. There are 6 different types of simple machines: the pulley, lever, wheel and axle, wedge, inclined plane, and screw. A pulley allows us to lift heavy things by pulling down on a rope, and the rope will go around a cylinder at the top, which will raise the weight up. A lever will allow us to push down on one end so that the other end goes up. A wheel and axle involve some sort of gear that can go around in circles. A wedge is used to split something into two by applying pressure in the middle point. An inclined plane is a sloping surface that allows you to move something from a higher to lower point or lower to higher point. Lastly, a screw can be used to keep things together or for motion. Before we continue, what are some examples we can think of in our own lives that are simple machines? An example of a pulley is a well. An example of a lever could be a seesaw. An example of a wheel and axle would be a pizza cutter. An example of a wedge would be something that you would drive into the ground using maybe a hammer. An example of an inclined plane might be a slide, and an example of a screw is a light bulb. We're going to be talking about inclined planes today. What are some other examples that you can think of besides a slide? Simple machines help us with 2 concepts, force and gravity. Force is when you push something. Gravity pulls things to the ground. Simple machines help us use less force when we're trying to push something, or it helps us use gravity when we're trying to pull something up. What simple machine do you think we can use to help move an egg from a high spot to a low spot without letting it crack? You can use the sentence starter that's on the screen. If you guessed inclined plane on your prediction, you're correct. We're going to make an inclined plane that an egg can roll down without cracking at the bottom. We only need 3 materials today. 1 is a hard-boiled egg. Make sure you ask a parent or guardian to help you with this. The second is a textbook or boxes to stack, and the last is a long piece of cardboard. I used the box that I unfolded to get this. We're going to do 3 ramps in this video. The first is low and uses the textbooks. I'm going to roll the egg down. As you can see, it rolls down relatively slowly. Here's the angle of the same roll from the top. For the next ramp, I'm using a taller box so that the ramp is taller. I'm going to roll an egg down, and as you can see, the egg rolls down a lot faster than the other one. Our last ramp is the tallest because it uses the books and the box. As you can see, the egg goes down the fastest off this ramp. Notice that the egg is not cracked at all. So while we used the ramp, the egg didn't crack. However, when I dropped it straight down, it cracked a lot. For our conclusion, let's think about the following questions. What did you think was the best height and length for your inclined plane in order for your egg not to crack? What height was the fastest and what height was the slowest? Now it's time for our Scientist of the Week. Elsie Eaves was born in 1898 and died in 1983. She was a great American female engineer, the first female associate member of the American Society of Civil Engineers, and a founding member of the American Association of Coast Engineers. She was the first woman to study civil engineering at the University of Colorado at Boulder. Civil engineering involves the design of roads, buildings, and railways, many of which use ramps and inclined planes. She did a lot of work with the construction industry and won many awards. Thanks for joining our experiment today. I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned a lot. See you guys next time.